Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for another Fated Dice rolling here. We got 2 stories this evening, and I know that I'm on a little bit earlier than I was scheduled to be, but you know what? I'm ready to go. So that's why I was like, I just need to get out now. And I wanted to call it an early night tonight because it's just been a very busy week. So I wanted to get at least 2 stories out of here before my energy is completely zapped here. So we got 2 stories tonight. We're going to focus on a general reading, which is more of my style here on Sundays. On Sundays when you see what's ahead. And keep in mind with the general readings and even with the love readings, it's the current energy into the next 30 days. Okay. So if it's something here where it feels like it's in the past, it already happened, well, there's something here for you to hear to let you know that it's coming up to be released. It's simple as that. All right. And then don't force any of the stories to fit here. But the way we go about this here is we're going to roll the dice. We're going to roll the dice and see what zodiac signs come up. And if those zodiac signs are in the placement of your chart, you want to check more than your sun sign. You're going to want to check your moon, rising, and Venus. You can check other placements as well. Of course. Hello, welcome guests. Hello, Debbie. Thank you so much for being here. And just check your other placements, and the more placements that you have, that reading may be for you. It's really that simple. So we're going to get started here. We're going to start with the general reading here. I got one of my moderators here. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie, did you see that I made you a moderator? You got the nice little wrench next to you. Congratulations. I feel like that you need an award or something for that. But anywho, I typically have a live chat box here when I do my all signs because my all signs are long. But with the tarot stories, these are very immersed. And so I like to focus on the reading. So if I don't focus on the chat, it's not that I don't like you and I don't want to talk to you. It's that I want the reading to come out here and I'd like them not to be disturbed. So I might say, hey, but I won't go really into it. But I will talk to you in between the readings or in the introduction, of course, on the closure as well. But let's get to it. You ready here? You guys ready? Debbie, are you willing to help me with the signs with putting them up? Hello, Bernadette. Welcome. Hello, guests. Welcome. I like to ask before I just assume. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to roll. We're going to do this for general. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if we can hone into my collective, whether they're watching this live or catching the replay, what zodiac signs need this message here for this evening? Here we go. We have Cancer. Cancer is here. We also have Aquarius. Aquarius is here. I always laugh at this Aquarius one. This guy's like, got the button on him. We have Virgo. Virgo also in the house. Who else do we have here, Spirit? We have Scorpio. Scorpio is here. Two more. And Aries. One more. And we got Scorpio twice. We got Scorpio twice here. So those are the signs here. Don't go anywhere if you want your love reading. These are just the energy, and just the energy, guys. So if you feel guided to listen to this, there may be something more here. But those are the signs that came up for the general. I'm going to give Debbie a second here so she can comment them all in. And then we're, thank you also for hitting like. I do appreciate that too. I do. Hopefully she didn't get a commercial. And we're going to get to it. All right, collective. Let's see how you are showing up. Her comment's not coming up. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you showing up? Remember, there's no reversals here on initial story play. Let's see how you're showing up here first. How are you showing up? You're showing up as the Page of Crowns. This looks interesting because it's almost like I feel this energy of someone holding something in front of you, reminding you who holds the crown, who holds the worth. It's not in your presence right now. Interesting. It's bringing in some childlike wounds here with that Page of Crowns energy. All right. What is going on here, Spirit? Protection needed, a shield. Collective, it is vital at this time to protect your energy field as others may be projecting negative energy onto you. And I feel that. It kind of reminds me of like the Disney story here. I can't remember. I think it was the queen who was really mean. Well, there's a lot of them, but there's one in particular who I'm thinking, Magnificent. Yes, with the horns. Yeah, that's the one who it is, who I'm thinking of. But it says, it is vital at this time to protect your energy field as others may be projecting negative energy onto you, collective. You also may be in an environment for which you are absorbing. Oh my God, I can't even talk tonight. Absorbing negative vibes that are draining you. Call in Archangel Michael for protection and to clear your energy field. Having a practice of grounding and putting a protective bubble around you every day will be helpful. Now, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. My teaching is different. A lot of people say put a protective shield around you, put a bubble around you, but that just calls in. That just calls in the energy here. You don't want to be a beacon. You also want to help with your threshold here of what you can actually absorb. So you don't want to put yourself in a bubble. What you want to become here is someone here who reflects, right? If they're going to project, you can reflect. But you can also allow it to go and pass through you as well. You don't have to take it on. So take some practice. It does take some practice. Challenges here for my collective. What are the challenges here for my collective right now? This is the Ace of Cups, but I also feel my collective here is trying to collect their thoughts. And there's something here about fearing what is not just said, but what is read. And so as loving and sincere as a letter, like think about it, when you receive like a letter in the mail, I don't care how old you are, it's exciting, right? It's very different than when you're like getting an email. This is something here that comes from the heart. Somebody spends time here to write a letter, put it in the mail, put a stamp on it. It's a lot more effort. I miss the old postcard days, but that's what love is. It's something here where you put the effort into it. And there's a challenge here, which my collective is going through, where someone has high expectations about the effort. Welcome, Daniel. All right, well, let's see. How are you being supported here by the universe? No reversals. Ooh. Death. Shapeshifter. Death do us part. It's almost this energy of like this black and white where the two of you had very different ways of seeing things back to back, but you were also, this formed a massive transformation. How you're being supported here is in that growth. I feel like you had to turn your back from somebody here, or there's a need to do so. And you're going to be supported here to make a big change. Now, here's the thing. I feel this is more your side here. Whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel this energy here of vulnerability, light, and like it's more of a page energy here. But this individual, do you see the ghost? Skeletons in the closet. So there's something here that this individual has to look at, has to see. But with you, you're kind of looking at it going, I don't want to look at that and see it. I don't see it that way. This person has a very negative way of looking at things, perceiving things. They hold value, but their value, how they hold it, is really tight with high expectations, and it's in a more of a negative way. This could be an unruly boss. This could be a parent, right? This could be even an unruly spouse or a friend, someone here who feels like it has to be hard. It has to be this way. It's so strict, but it's also very heavy. And so my collective here is in the presence of this. And sometimes it's hard to be around, but some of you live with this individual, so I get it. How are you currently feeling right now? How is my collective currently feeling? Reversals are now up. Wow. This is nice. You have a real solid gift, but you also have stability right now. Some of you, you got a lot of good things coming your way and you're feeling it, right? You're feeling that light. Whether it's coming in money, whether it's coming in your home front, my collective feels good in their stability. But externally, what's outside of them? Hey, Trent. Oh, there it is. That unruly ruler. There it is. Who is that arrogance? I told you someone was holding this crown. Isn't that interesting? It almost looks like the same red, right? Could be dealing with an Aries, but this is someone here who's very egotistical. And they know, and that the way that you look at something, the way that you value something, they look at it as though that it's their ability to shape, to change. Like, this is yours. This is not theirs. Integration of this for my collective. Nine of Pentacles. It is not theirs. This is something you've built on your own. This is something here where you have stability on your own. I also feel with this Nine of Pentacles and this one, which is a Ten of Pentacles, is that there's something here that you have established, whether it's within community, whether it's with family, whether it's a different perspective of a new start. But there's an individual here who's like, well, that won't last because you didn't do it this way. Or that won't last because you're not here with me. There's something about your successes that this individual feels. And look at that. Interesting. There's someone here in the background here, isn't there? There's somewhere. And I feel like it's this individual. They're always meddling. This is an individual who always meddles in your life, but also turns things down. I feel like this could be an individual here who kind of passively aggressively puts your successes down. You know, Like you can talk about something you're excited about, and then they'll say something like, well, that won't last, or you should have thought of it this way. And it just kind of fizzles. It just kind of drains you. But let's see how your response is. How is my collective's response to this? I mean, I would be heartbroken too. Because there's something here about putting your heart and soul into this, and this individual here talks it down. Or this individual here who's supposed to love you, who's supposed to be, you know, your person, doesn't see it that way. What is the bigger opportunity here for my collective spirit who's dealing with this person? Four of Pentacles. This person's very stuck in their ways, and there's not only stingy, they're rigid. They don't like to share. This person here has a fear of loss. They do. But there's a bigger opportunity here to establish something much more different than this individual. It's vibrant, it's lively. Some of you are really doing well successfully, whether it's a entrepreneurship, whether it's just, you know, some kind of health goal for you. There's a goal, a personal goal. You know, if this is a relationship here that this person here gets jealous of, the jealousy comes with because they are afraid to lose. But my collective isn't afraid to lose because they know if they lose, there's a possibility of gaining. And so you've gained a lot of stability here right now. You're building. What's more to gain here for my collective? Well, you may be pensive. It may feel lonely. It may feel grueling at times, but it's a hell of a lot different than what this individual is doing. I feel like you guys are in two different worlds. This person's stuffy, and this individual here is willing to roll up their sleeves and get outside. All right. Doing the manual labor, doing something for the love of it, you know? And this individual here likes to invest wisely to the point of fault where they're not growing. And so they're just watching. And so this individual is learning a lot from you, but it's also allowing you to gain a different perspective. Now, this could be a card here of waiting too. Some of you are really hoping and waiting for some kind of sincere apology or this individual to understand you, but you may be waiting for a really long time. And so there's something here about needing the acceptance here that this individual may never get out of their chair. All right. They may always just hold this crown like this is what the responsibility of this is. Advice for you, collective, for this reading. Wow. Wow. There's the crown. This is what you are wearing. It came out twice. This person here is watching you do it in a way that works for you. Do you see how much growth there is? Do you see how much happiness is? So there's something where this person here is watching you grow. What else, Spirit? Ooh. But it also looks like you may be teaching the traditionalists something here too. Could be dealing with the Taurus. See, there's that black and white effort here. All right. You know, you may be, some of you are cut from the same cloth here, meaning that you're family, but you do things differently. And so this individual is actually, the roles have switched. The roles really have switched. I feel like there's an individual here who you know, was trying to teach you something, and you're doing something in a very different way that makes sense to you. But now this individual is learning a lot. So, yes, is this partnership with this controversy needed? I would say this duality 100%, because it shows you different versions of it, but also helps you to grow, not to prove to another individual, but to allow yourself to be authentic in the role that you need to be in without feeling threatened or absorbed here by another's negativity or harder ways. It doesn't have to be that way. And I feel like there's sometimes you tell that this individual, it doesn't have to be that way. But when they're in a completely different vibration than you, they're not going to hear you. All right. That's what I got here for the general reading. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like. Don't forget, there's always more stories over at Harmonia Friends Community if you would like to go check it out. We actually have a couple stories released this week. One was on the archetype. The matriarch came up a lot, which is like the Empress energy. And we also have a love reading being released tomorrow with a person on your mind spread. What else did we learn this week? Oh, we also invited and learned about Bastet, the goddess here, the Egyptian goddess here of prosperity and fertility. So we introduced her energy as well. You did not, Star. I decided to come on early. Hey, Joel. Welcome. I decided to come on in early. And Debbie has stepped in to help. So you're all good. You're all good. You didn't miss anything. Well, I mean, you missed a reading, but I still have the love reading to do. So for those of you here for the love reading, I want to remind you, I will be back here tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. That will be at 7 p.m. No earlier. I will be on in time for tomorrow. But this is going to be for the All Signs Love, the next person coming in and why. So if that's a topic that interests you, make sure you set your notifications over on the dashboard. And then I'll be back here again for general readings for the week ahead on Sunday on my regular scheduled time at 3 p.m. CT. So yeah, we got that coming up here. All right, let's see what's going on here on love. Love. I just missed my. Yes. Well, I made that kind of open, Debbie, because I want to do not just new love, but also, sometimes the old people come in as new love because they have changed. I know a lot of people don't believe it, but it does happen for some. And so I kind of pull in the energy of both for those readings. So sometimes it will have that. All right. Star, since you're back, are you ready for duty since Debbie stepped in? Okay. Here we go. We're going to roll. Hey, Isis. Just in time for the love reading. This is going to be a you and them reading. So this is you and another person here. We got Sagittarius. Sagittarius is up. We also have Leo. My lions are here. Aquarius and his little butt. What's this one? Gemini. Gemini is here. Libra in the house, also with their butt. And Cancer. Those are the signs here that we received. Yes, Debbie leveled up. She sure did. I appreciate her help. Her and Mitzi. So this is the energy for the love reading. We have Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Cancer. If you have this in your chart, or if it's the other person's energy, this reading here may be for you. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, let's see what's going on here first with this connection. Spirit, what's going on in this connection between these two? Here we go. Hanging on. Release the past and let yourself love again. Oh boy. Lone path. Needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Some of you are like, I'm out. I'm out. Nope, I'm done with the past. I get it. But there, if this is a past story, just remember that something is coming up here for a reason. All right, let's see how you are showing up. How is my collective showing up currently? Remember, no reversals on the initial story play. These are reversals because they're meant to be. How is my collective here showing up? Oh boy, heartbroken. Heartbroken. How are they showing up? The sun. Oh boy. The knight in golden armor could be dealing with a Leo. I'm going to trigger a lot of people right now. But it's a day and night difference between the two of you, right? You're still processing some grief here. My collective is still processing some grief. Currently, this individual here holding that sword tells me that they have either noted separation to you or has put a boundary up of some sort here with you. But they're very presently happy. Right now, this is a relief for this individual. All right. Your current feelings when it comes to this individual. Oh boy. The 9 of Pentacles here reversed. No. Speaking of clingy boy, here comes Friskers trying to get onto the table. He never used to do this. And now since I've changed his cat bed around, there he is, just coming in. Now he's going to go behind my chair. That's okay. Just squeeze on in there. I will fall off this chair. All right, here we go. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like that's what you do here a little bit. Yeah, there's a clinginess with this individual. Maybe at one time, maybe not so much anymore. I do feel like this person put a boundary at place, but there's some codependency here. All right. How you feel as that you feel cut off, rejected, and let loose with no real answer why. And so there's this desire to know why. Their energy towards you right now. The Queen of Wands, more Leo energy. This person here is not only confident, they're very much an extrovert. They could be an influencer of some sort. They like a lot of attention, right? They could have a creative side to them, but their energy towards this connection, again, this is them holding the happiness. I feel like this person here is kind of becoming a beacon or a light, wanting something from you. We're going to see what they're wanting. But they're watching you. They know that you're heartbroken. They know that you put a lot of effort into this relationship. But at the same time, they're watching you from a distance. Yeah, Gemini energy. See, this to you was your person. You made a choice with this individual to be in a commitment. You saw this person as, a long-term commitment. Some of you, death do us part. Some of you were married to this individual, or you talked about marriage, or it was just someone who you could see yourself married to. Now, this individual, I don't know. I'm not sure. They were always putting you in the crossroads when it came to commitment, when it came to the next step, when it came to the next level. This person here was picky and choosy, but at the same time, they really couldn't give you an answer why. They didn't want to see the value that you put into this. They didn't want to see how much you gave. They just had an expectation of it not leaving to the extent that they wanted it to. I almost feel this energy of like, did I ask for too much? And this person here is like, yeah, that's why I had to cut it off. Because this is what you gave. You had a big open heart for this individual. You had a lot of love for this person. But at the same time, this individual didn't want to look at it like that. They almost saw it as an annoyance. Release the past and let yourself love again. Needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. I feel like that's what this person kept saying. Like, I need time. Or we'll discuss it later. They just kept pushing it back, pushing the conversation, the uncomfortable conversation about love back. Some of you, it was to have children. Some of you, like I said, it was more than that. It was like, where are we going? Oh, yeah. But see, that would be too hard to hear that. So their way of dealing with it was not to deal with it at all. I feel like this person changed the subject a lot on you. I feel like this individual here just has uncertainty here. They don't want to admit that they left you hanging. But there's something here about whatever was stated here, because it's right in front of them. It's not, there's no swords in the back. It's right in front. So it's like they didn't want to watch it. But they also feel the release of it, of creating the space. Like, I'm happy. Whew, I don't have to look. I don't have to look and face this from my collective every day who gave me so much love. Your hidden fear and desire here, the King of Cups. Your hidden desire here was this individual to open up with you, to offer and express something more, to take the time to listen, to say, hey, I hear you, I see you, I validate you. I'm sorry you feel that way. What is the driving motivation blocking this individual? Your worth. Your worth. Taurus, Libra energy, your worth. This person feels that they can't give you enough because that would hold them accountable. That would mean that they would have to put more time and work and effort into it. And right now, it feels great not having to put that work into it, because that means that they would have to change. Just two cards of what this individual is actually focusing on, because there you are focusing and trying to focus on, you're sad, but this individual here, they know you have a lot to offer. What are they currently focusing on here? Not too much. They're distracted. They're trying to remain busy. And you know what? There's a part of them that is waiting for you to come in. It's like it's a gift that they have a break from you, but at the same time, the controversy of this is like, is my collective going to put some extra work in there to like start asking if they want in? Because they want you to accept their patterns. This person here has expectations of you to accept a pattern. What's the possible next steps here, my collective? Combined energy of these two. The Page of Wands. It's fleeting. It's not even, I just feel like this person's going to try to redirect their energy and explore their own needs, their own desires, could be other relationships, but it's not really focused on you. The only focus that they have here is, oh, did the collective have options now? Oh, what's going on with the collective? You know, I just feel like they haven't broken the patterns here, but if you were to step up and consider the pattern again, they would do it again. But it would end up like this. Again, if you chose that. What final advice does Spirit have for you? 2 cards. Advice for you. This is all about reciprocity. I just heard no strings attached because this person here likes to breadcrumb you. They always have strings attached. You give me a little this, I'll give you a little that, but then they change it. How fair is that? Watch out for reciprocity, especially when it comes to this individual, because I feel like they breadcrumb you. And we have the Queen of Swords here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And what I love about the Queen of Swords, and I love how she's like by a mirror. It almost looks like the mirror on the wall. But I also feel this energy. See those 2 swords? Do you see how she's got 2 swords there? Interesting. Do you see how you broke the pattern? You're right in the middle of those swords. It says, well, if you can't choose that, I'm going to have to choose myself. If you can't choose that, I'm going to have to choose myself. I think that as much as you may be focusing and grieving, because there is grief here, there's a part of you, could be a little bitter, a little jaded, you know, like, well, you think I'm going to chase you? I'm not. And Spirit's saying, you know, over time, it's going to change to something else. It's going to eventually evolve. Right now, you're in a defensive energy. You have every right to be with the 7 of Wings here, which is 7 of Wands. But overall, what this becomes, look at this, enemies to lovers, is not saying a reunion. It's just saying that sometimes that's how it was. It was a very toxic relationship to begin with. You know, you'd fight and then you make up. You fight and then you make up. And then at the end, it takes compromise with a relationship. And this is another 6 here. It's another Gemini energy, but it's another 6. I feel like you're done playing games. You have no problem fighting, but are they going to fight against you or are they going to fight with you? All right. That's what I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed these readings here. Thanks again for Debbie and Star for your help. Don't forget, guys, my membership area, there's lots of readings over there. There's a whole archive of vault over there of readings. But also there's new content that is added each week. I usually add about 2 to 3 readings a week. And we also have the All Signs mid-month coming up next week. That will be released on Tuesday of next week. So if that's something that's interesting to you, just go to my website, harmoniafriends.com. You can find all of my information about not just the community, but also how to book private readings with me. You guys take care, and I will be back here tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in, guys.